Hello everyone. As Woo-sung said, my name is Scott Pugh. I'm the VP of APAC, and I'm really happy to be back here in Korea. I was here 1 month ago for the Seoul Marathon, and so it's good to come back to this incredibly vibrant city and have slightly warmer weather as well. It's very nice. So, as we all know, great products don't just happen. They're built creatively, they're built collaboratively, and they're built quickly. And that is really quite, there's no truer than here in Korea. And when we think about Korea and the impact that you innovators are having on the global design stage, you're really making groundbreaking products, from smartphones and consumer electronics with Samsung, to the leading digital displays with LG, to the incredible search engines and mapping with Naver, and also with the leading digital banking like Kakao Bank. And each of these companies don't just build products, you're building experiences that solve problems for your consumers. And what these companies are all doing is actually like integrating the design and innovation teams and really setting very high expectations, and not just setting them, but exceeding them for your users. And today we're really excited to really celebrate the future of design, and really that's how that's being shaped here in the Korean market with Figma. So Figma is already a very core part of the product DNA here in Korea. The Seoul chapter of Friends of Figma has over 1,000 active members. There's a big event going on tomorrow night at Seoul University. If you want to have double events of Figma this week, then I recommend you go and attend there. The theme of the event is to bring both, for designers to bring a buddy with them, whether it be a developer or a product manager. And what we've seen in the past year is over 4 million files being created within Figma. And each and every one of you are collaborating on a daily basis in and making edits in over 75,000 files. And there are a lot of successful brands that have already been using Figma on that day-to-day basis to design and collaborate to do work. So actually let's take a couple of examples of really companies that are truly leading the way here in the Korean market. First being Kakao Bank. A brand that I'm sure many of you know, and you all know, but many of you love and use. And when it came into building products for Kakao Bank, there was real challenge around scaling design, especially in an extremely regulated environment. And so by Kakao Bank adopting Figma, they were able to bring both their design teams and their development teams and product managers and collaborate in a much more seamless way. And what Kakao Bank have seen since adopting Figma and really building out a very robust design system within Figma is that they've seen their design process efficiency increase by 30%. And this has really enabled Kakao Bank to push out features at a much faster scale, and is really keeping pace with fast-moving digital banking landscape, which, as we all know, can often be very slow-moving and take a long time to develop and ship products. Kakao Bank are really switching that trend with how they have adopted Figma. And Woo Brothers, another brand that you all know and love, and the sort of leading food delivery brand here in Korea. Woo! We spent a lot of time actually in the office with the Woo Brothers team yesterday, and being a digital native company, they've had design at the forefront from the very beginning of their inception. having said that, collaborating between design, development, and product has not always been so easy for them. And since adopting Figma, prior to adopting Figma, they were spending 50% of their time actually giving feedback between the teams and actually like being able to understand different versions of the products that they were designing. Since adopting Figma, they've massively been able to decrease that latency, and being able to give feedback directly within the file has really increased the efficiency across all of their teams. And we were in a workshop with them yesterday, and just seeing how these different teams are not siloed anymore, but how they can really become one team to get together to ship incredible products. So both of these companies have really been able to increase their speed to market, their collaboration, their cross-functional partnership, and most of all, the quality of the products that they're shipping. So there's many other companies like this in Korea, and we do understand that like great products need to be integrated at every stage of the product development lifecycle. And so we're really excited to announce today that we are actually launching Figma in beta version in Korean language. Woo! I've been at Figma now for 2.5 years, and since joining, one of the very first things I wanted to do was really for Figma to invest in the Korean market. We've brought our CEO Dylan to Seoul just last year, and he was able to see just the amazing community that we've got here and the incredible products that you're all building. So this is just one next step for Figma to invest in you all and help you build great products in Korea. Because as we know, great products aren't built alone. And this enables not just you as designers or developers or product managers, but everyone involved in the product development process to feel like Figma was built for them. So I'm going to hand over now to Corey, our designer advocate, who's going to walk through this and some other changes and products that we've been launching and features we've been launching here at Figma. Corey, over to you.